May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. You are trading with RT Money, and I am very happy that you are here and you decided to watch my video. Thank you very much. All right. I want to make sure to remind you that I leave updates to all of my analysis throughout the week in the comment section of this video. So make sure you check in and make sure you are subscribed so you get the notification that I'm giving updates. And I may have a new video. Like last week I did a midweek report, a midweek market report, and gave you some more forecasts for the rest of the week on Thursday and Friday. So you might want to make sure that you're subscribed. All right, make sure you're subscribed, and do not forget to give a like if you like the video as well. All right. And I appreciate all boosts to these videos. It helps with the algorithm. It helps me grow the channel. All right. Now we're going to look at the US dollar index. All right. It's very simple. What happens is you can see how bearish it has been. Boom, 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 boom. But why didn't it continue down? Why didn't it just continue down? All right. It would have made things simple. But no, what happens is it took this liquidity here, right? Took the liquidity here, and you would think, oh, that would mean we would start to move up for a retracement. Not yet. Why? Because quite possibly the object, the target is that low. That's a very important low. All right. Why? Because this is the low, this is the strong low that created a new high, right? And price came back to test that strong low, and it continued high, right? Problem is, it didn't create a new swing high. All right, this low didn't create a new swing high. What happens when a low fails to do its job? The only job of a low is to make a new high. The only job of a high is to make a new low. When it fails, either one, it becomes liquidity. It becomes a liquidity point, and price comes down to take it out. Boom. People who had stop losses down here to take their longs are no longer in this trade because price came down to take them out. Are we going for this low now? Is that what happens? Is that why we're hesitating here? Instead of going up, are we hesitating to go down? Why is the price accumulating more liquidity, generating more liquidity? Well, it did this, made this low, and then it comes back and takes that low. It didn't take that high out, though. Interesting, right? So if we go to the close-up, all right, what I want you to see is that this is a swing failure. It didn't take out that high. All right. There is a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap with a swing point intersecting it. I like those because that reinforces it's like an added confluence that the fair value gap will hold price when price does come to it. So I'm thinking bearish. First of all, I want to short against the US dollar. I want to short the US dollar against any other pair. That's what I meant to say. All right. So if price does make it back up here, if price, you see how it goes down low, up, down, up to the boundaries of this consolidation. And then we have long stem down there, long wick rather, a long wick up. All right. Is price going to make it back up here? Well, in case it does, I'm going to be waiting right here to short in the US dollar against the Aussie dollar, against the New Zealand dollar, against the euro and the pound. All right, and the Swiss and the Japanese yen is a different kind of situation. I'll talk to you about it, but I'm looking to short it here. However, what I'm expecting is that price will dilly dally here, maybe even take out that high, and then come and take this low out. And if I see price trades through this price instead of just wicking through, if it closes below that low, I know this low is the target. All right. So that's my bias with the US dollar. All right. The US dollar index. I'm looking for more bearishness so that I can go bullish in the opposing currencies like the euro. In the euro, what do I have? All right, you can see that price has been bullish. You can see that it's been making higher highs. What is that? Higher highs and higher lows. All right, going all the way up. We broke structure to the upside. I like that. All right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for more bullishness. All right, and we can see that the high of the previous week is here. All right, I'm looking for price next week to take that high as a near term target, and the longer term target is the swing high. All right, I'm looking for price to continue to make breaks of structure to the upside. Wow, what is that? Breaks of structure to the upside, higher highs and higher lows. All right, a pullback here and there, and then another uh, impulse to the upside. All right, I'm looking for that retracement down and pushback. I mean the pull up. So this high is going to be my target for next week. Yes. All right, and I'm not looking. I want to make sure you see this, that I don't want to see price go past the midpoint of this doggone candle, of this wick. All right, I want to see price Monday probably take out this high, pull back to this area, which is has already done. All right, the opposing candle should act as support if price is going to continue higher, and we see that support already activated here. All right, already we're already engaged with it. I'm looking for price to continue higher from here. If we go to the pound, you can see that price action is much cleaner, and you can see how we've made higher high. I don't know why that color keeps changing, because I keep changing. That's why. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You see, we've already made the higher high. What is the object? I'm thinking this swing high over here. It's an old swing high. I'm looking for a price to pull back. Hold on. I'm looking for price to pull back as the arrow signifies here. I'm looking for price to pull back to that opposing candle here to find support, just like in the euro I just indicated. Just I don't want to see price go past the midpoint of this wick. All right, the consummate encroachment, if you will. All right, this is the breakout point. Right, we traded and closed above it. I'm looking for price to pull back to it into this area and then pull up. That's what I want to see. I want to see that deal, that the draw liquidity taken next week. All right. If we go to the Aussie, all right, you can see the price action. The price action isn't as decisive. What do we have here? We have this high. We have this high. Nobody's trading through. Why isn't it? Why can't we get a close here instead of wick highs? That's because some people would call this a triple top. All right, and people are going to be looking for shorts. I'm not. I'm looking for a price to penetrate past and take these highs. All right, and trade through those highs. All right, now understand that we have some news coming up for the Aussie. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday. Is it Wednesday that they not only have the interest rate decision, but they have CPI data. I want you to be careful. I want you to be watching out for that news. All right. Can I get a little something here? All right. Contract. Oh, that's the contract switch. Okay. So I want you to be wary of that. Okay. Um, uh, uh, that's definitely going to move markets, but they're talking about keeping the interest rate at the current level, so unchanged. They're going to hold it. All right. So this is kind of odd to me. There is no definitive close, candle body or close above that high. When I see wick highs, that means it's not finished with business down lower. All right. So being that we've taken this high already, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, being that we've taken that high this past week, all right, on was that Thursday? All right, I'm looking for price to this becomes my new target. First of all, because I'm bullish. All right. This is going to be my new target. What am I doing? For the week, my new draw on liquidity. We have relative equal highs here. You understand? Relative equal highs. There's plenty of liquidity up on these highs, and I'm looking for price to trade through. Yes, we're going to have some kind of. I can expect some kind of pullback, but how far of a pullback are we going to? Should we be looking for? Well, the first area I'm going to be looking at is the test of that high here. I'll be looking for a test of that high. All right, and if we go past, if we pull back, because this is an inside candle, it didn't take out the high or low of the previous candle. All right, so it's not easy to finger it, to figure which way it's going to go. So I'd like to see what price does when it reaches this low here. All right, we've already swept this low. We've already taken out the liquidity in this bullish fair value gap here. All right. We haven't left a new bullish fair value gap, and I am looking for that. I'm looking for price to trade through that. I'm looking for a close above these highs. So, and I'm also looking for a price to form bullish fair value gaps along the way, so that price can hit those bullish fair value gaps and continue higher. That's what I'm looking for next week, because I believe the US dollar is in a weakened state, being that the interest rate decision was 50 basis points as opposed to 25. So we should see, whenever you see an interest rate cut, you usually see a risk on environment, just go 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 green, and everything just starts to move up. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to look at the indices hard next week. But I'm looking for a stronger market here against the US dollar. If we go to New Zealand dollar, all right, you can see the high taken here. All right, traded above. And that's what I want to see. I want to see a pullback into what? A fair value gap. We got that over here. Boom. Boom. All right. Came past that high already. This one already tapped into the bullish fair value gap that was here. We come to an untested one. We see the push higher. That's what you want to see, folks. That's what I'm looking for in the market I just came out of, the Aussie dollar. All right. So I'm looking for price to continue higher. And this high becomes my draw on liquidity. All right. I'm looking for price to hit that high. Yes, we may see a pullback after taking out this high here. We did get a pullback of sorts. We got another candle behind that. There's liquidity up here. And, I'm just hoping that, price does what it's supposed to do. All right. It does what it's going to do. I don't want to see price get past the midpoint of this candle here. All right. You can see it was already, this area was already tested. It seems sensitive, so I'm looking for price to continue higher. Boom, to that end. Okay, boom, boom. All right, that looks like a crazy arrow. I don't know why, but if I can get it to do that, that's fine. Okay, so I'm looking for price to go higher. All right, I want to see it stair step higher. That was a very nice reaction, by the way. All right, if we go to the CAD, all right, the Canadian dollar, is it strong or is it weak? Well, you can see how price, we have a break of structure here. Boom. All right. Traded through that high. That's what you want to see. Candle body closes to convince you that price wants to has every intention on going higher. And then I gotta stop this. This is driving me crazy. And then you're looking for that, because what are we looking for? A higher high, a higher low, a higher high. That's it. So uh what we have here, we don't have a bullish fair value gap. I'm looking for that to form maybe Monday or Tuesday, but right now price is reacting to this fair value gap here. This is a bearish fair value gap. All right, we are reacting to it. I'm looking for this one to fail, actually. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens Monday and Tuesday. I want to see if this fair value gap fails, and I suspect that it will, and we'll continue higher. All right, but I'm looking for fair value gaps to form so we can get an idea of what the order flow is. You see these bullish fair value gaps, you know that it's bullish order flow. All right, when I got one bearish fair value gap here that brought us back to the internal liquidity point, I'm looking for an external liquidity point to be hit, and that, my friends, is this. This is my my what do you call it? Drawing liquidity, and I'm looking for price to come up here and take it. That's make it up here sometime during the week. Yeah, we go to the Swiss. All right, so the Canadian dollar, I believe, is strong. All right, if you're going to trade US dollar CAD, uh, I'd be looking for short setups. That's what I would be looking for. All right. I'm going to the Swiss, and Swiss is basically the same thing, the same situation. You see how we took this high, but we took the high. Wow, we took the high here, right? Boom. All right, but we didn't get a price to close above that high. All right, we didn't get a candle body close above these highs. That's what I'm looking for next week. All right, price is in this bullish fair value gap right now, and finding support there. Boom, you can see that support there. All right, and if price comes back down here, do I expect it to go up higher? No, I don't. I don't have an expectation, but if it happens, it seems to be a pretty strong reaction here. All right, so I'm looking for price to hold and take out this high. So this high becomes my draw on liquidity, because I believe uh, uh, well, we are in a sideways market. There's room for it to pull back. All right, there is room for it to pull back, but I'm not. This isn't the market I'm going to be, spending a whole lot of time in until I see some bullish or bearish fair value gaps. You see how we're consolidating here? I don't want to get jumpy in this market. No, I do not. Okay. But I would like to see price come up higher. All right. If price takes out that low with a close, a candle body close below this fair value gap, if it fails this fair value gap, then this low becomes my draw. But I'm not gonna. It's not my draw right now. I think this market is bullish, and I think it's going to go up. All right. There's other markets to trade. We're going to go one more market. All right. This is the Japanese yen. You see how we've had this uh, bullish relief rally? All right. Because it's been bearish for a long time. All right. But is this just a pullback, or is this a reversal? Folks, I'm here to tell you. If we go to the weekly, you can see, what are we reacting to? We're reacting to this area right here. All right. There is a bearish fair value gap here, but what happens is this is an area of fair value. All right. Boom, boom. As soon as price had closed below this low, all right, it revisited it. All right. It tapped it. It tapped that, mitigated that order block, because that is an order block, folks. And you saw the reaction to it. Now, price comes back for a second time, third time, and third time we have a bearish engulfer. What do I think is going to happen after this? That bearish engulfer here. All right, very bearish. I'm looking for price to pull back into. All right. You see how we took this high? All right, pull back, and then we take that high. I'm looking for a pullback. I'm looking for a righteous pullback down to an area of fair value. This one has already been tapped, but you see how what the reaction was. It's not like there was a full probe down to the consummate encroachment. So I'm looking for price to pull back down here, find support at the midpoint, and then turn up. Folks, make sure you check for updates. Grab smack the like button if you like the video, and do make sure you subscribe so you can catch my updates. May profits be upon you. Thank you for watching.